Since the year 1999, the year I was born, M. Night released The Sixth Sense, and we're all the way in 2023, and he is still making different type of movies, and he's just still making movies. And you know what? I'm still there day one to see them. Knock at the Cabin stars Dave Bautista, Jonathan Groff, and Ben Aldridge, and it's about while vacationing, a girl and her parents are taken hostage by armed strangers who demand that the family make a choice to avert the apocalypse. From director M. Night Shyamalan, and to a lot of you that's a big moment because like I said, he has made masterpieces. The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, one of my all-time favorites is Signs. And then you get The Happening, After Earth, and The Last Airbender. Those movies are just not just bad, they're garbage. And his last movie, Old, was very meh, kind of bad, but meh. So for this movie, I went in open-minded. I was like, alright, it's a new M. Night movie. I'm gonna be there to see it. I'm looking forward to seeing what he gives us. And I can tell you, this is one of his best movies he's made in a long time. Seriously, I think probably right next to Split, how good this movie is. Because this movie takes a very interesting concept. From the first frame to the very end, I was never ever bored in this movie. Some things don't work out the way I wanted to, but I can say for a first time watch, I was on the edge of my seat. The biggest positive is the performances. Every single person in this movie did a good job. Seriously, no one in this movie did bad. I will say, it was weird hearing Ron doing a Boston accent, which wasn't the greatest, but you know what? He did his part, and he was good in it. But really the standout, the one that everyone's going to talk about, it's going to be Dave Bautista. This man is a better actor than The Rock. I'm officially here to say that. He is a better actor than The Rock. The Rock is a one character in every single movie he plays in. Dave Bautista, I can name you 3 movies he's at least doing diverse things with his character. Heck, as Drax, he's really good. In this movie, he is freaking good. He has a warm nature to him, but he's doing very scary actions to this family, and right from the start of this movie, just the cinematography, the score, the blocking, the acting, everything was just hitting the note. The first 50 minutes, I was sitting to watch this movie like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I have ideas of what's gonna happen, but I don't know what's gonna happen to these characters. But I will say, the intensity, the direction, M. Night, this is what we want from you. Very intriguing stories and characters and decision making that leads to an ending that we'll get to in a second, but I will say that M. Night feels back in his comfort with this movie. Now, he did not write this, he did write this movie, but it's based off a book. I have not read the book, so I have no idea what happens in the book, but for what this movie gave me, I mean, I was intrigued. The acting, the score. Let me just say, I don't know who did the score of this movie. It's damn good. The introduction, the first opening of this movie, showing off the cast and everything, the music, I was like, ooh, we're in for a good one, aren't we? And by the end of it, let me just go ahead and say, the ending is not wow. The ending is like, it's a good ending. I like the ending, but it felt like it needed a gut punch. I don't know. It kind of felt like it's building and building to something, because it's an M. Night movie, you're expecting a twist, and I don't want to spoil it, but it's kind of predictable. I predicted exactly what was going on in this cabin, what these people were doing. I was like, are they doing this from this story, from this thing? And they were, and I was like, that's what I thought they were doing, and that's what they were doing, and then the movie just ends. I was like, okay. But again, I'll say, for the whole movie, I was intrigued. The acting by everyone. The parents, these 2 men are great in this movie. All 4 of these intruders are great, especially Dave Bautista. And this little girl, who was like 8 years old, was awesome in this movie. She felt like a kid, and she felt like a smart kid. She was really good in this movie. But M. Night, he gave us a good one, guys. I think the editing is great, the sound mixing, the sound design, the cracking of the wood, the lightning strikes, the fire, and the apocalypse scenes. Some of the CGI looks a little iffy, but in the end, it was a different type of movie that I got to see from M. Night, and I am always there to see what he can create. I'm going to give Knock at the Cabin a B+. Now, to all you teens out there, do not go into this movie expecting a scary horror film. Let me just go ahead and tell you that. Even though it's an M. Night movie, it's not scary, it's not anything like that. It's a very intense drama thriller, and it's got all the ingredients of, you know, an M. Night movie. You got his cameo, you got a Philadelphia setting, it's an M. Night movie for sure. And I had a great time with it, honestly. I really enjoyed watching it. I'd go see it again. I probably will, honestly. And you guys enjoy this review. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.